May 21, 2026. Today's reading from Encounter with God. Good Citizenship. Opening prayer. Father, I am aware that not everyone has the freedom I have to read your word and express their faith in Christ. Bless them today with a sense of your presence and pleasure. Keep me faithful in praying for them. Read Romans chapter 13, verses 1 through 7. Submission to governing authorities. Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. For rulers hold no terror for those who do right, but for those who do wrong. Do you want to be free from fear of the one in authority? Then do what is right, and you will be commended. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath, to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. Therefore, it is necessary to submit to the authorities, not only because of possible punishment, but also as a matter of conscience. This is also why you pay taxes, for the authorities are God's servants, who give their full time to governing. Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. Reflect. May my cry come before you, Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. To many readers, this section comes as a bit of a jolt. Don't we belong to a heavenly kingdom with different values from government priorities? How much more was this true of the Christians of the first century who lived under the Roman Empire? Remember the time Jesus asked to be shown a denarius. Even at times of political strife, disciples need to honor those in authority. Jeremiah advised the exiles in Babylon to settle down and seek the good of the city. During the intertestamental period, Jewish wisdom taught that human authorities were appointed by God. Paul is writing to the Christians in Rome during the reign of Nero. At the beginning of his reign, Nero was not the monster he later became. His advisor was the Stoic philosopher Seneca, whose brother Gallio had been the proconsul of Achaia when the Jews arrested Paul. As soon as Seneca was at his side, Nero acted with kindness and generosity. Political assassinations ceased. Among other humanitarian initiatives, he banned the gladiatorial contests involving bloodshed. He provided disaster relief and even gave aid to the Jews. Government, even bad government, is preferable to anarchy. Christians can go about God's business of providing for those in need and witnessing to the love of God. We should also be willing to pay taxes, knowing that, for all we complain about governments wasting money, taxes do pay for much that is good and necessary in a civilized society. Many of us spend too much time trying to figure out how we can pay less tax. I was once reprimanded on this point by a wise friend who didn't even pretend to be a Christian. I have not forgotten his words. Apply. What advice do you think Paul would give to those of us living in democracies? How does our political involvement impact our witness? What about other authorities in our lives? Closing prayer. Father, thank you for the freedoms I enjoy in my country. Help me be intentional in using them to proclaim Jesus and love others as he calls me to, with compassion and generosity.